In the vibrant village of Umuchukwu, the story of Obiora's transformation began to inspire others. His journey from a life dominated by fear to one of courage became a topic of discussion among the villagers. One day, at the village square, Obiora stood to speak. The crowd gathered around, eager to hear the young man who had once been a prisoner of his own mind. "My people," he began, his voice steady, "fear and anxiety can chain even the freest soul. But I have learned that those chains can be broken. Allow me to share the techniques that helped me overcome my fears." The villagers leaned in, listening attentively as Obiora shared the lessons that changed his life. 1. Acknowledge your fear. The first step, Obiora said, is to name your fear. Pretending it doesn't exist only gives it more power. I spent years running from my fear of losing what I had, but when I admitted it to myself, I was able to confront it. 2. Shift your focus. Fear thrives when you focus on what could go wrong. Instead, shift your mind to what could go right. I started to focus on how my wealth could bring joy to others rather than worrying about losing it. Helping others replaced my fear with fulfillment. 3. Take small steps. Fear often seems like a mountain. But every mountain is climbed one step at a time. I started by opening my gates for a small gathering, then hosted a larger feast. Each small act of courage weakened my anxiety. 4. Practice gratitude. Every morning, I began listing 3 things I was grateful for. Gratitude doesn't leave room for fear. When you count your blessings, you realize there is much to celebrate and less to worry about. 5. Find support. Do not carry fear alone. I leaned on my friend Uchenna for wisdom and support. Sometimes, sharing your fears with someone else makes them easier to bear. 6. Live in the present. Fear lives in the future. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? But life happens now. I learned to enjoy the breeze, the laughter of children, and the beauty of each day. The present is a gift. 7. Trust in something bigger. Finally, Obiora said, his voice filled with conviction, put your trust in something greater than yourself. For me, it was trusting in the divine. I prayed for strength and was reminded that life is not about control but faith. As Obiora finished, a calm silence filled the square. Then, one by one, the villagers began to applaud. His words resonated deeply, and many left that day with renewed hope. In the weeks that followed, the people of Umuchukwu began to apply Obiora's techniques. The village, once prone to gossip and worry, blossomed with a new sense of community and courage. They faced challenges with resilience, shared their fears openly, and celebrated each day as a gift. Moral of the story: fear and anxiety lose their grip when we confront them with courage, gratitude, and trust. By taking small steps, leaning on others, and living in the present, we reclaim the joy of life.